Greetings, fellow wanderer. The Wayward Realms early access is set to drop before 2025 meets its end. Whilst the full map of this sandbox will be immense, the first round of EA will take place upon just one island, though that island is bigger than all of Skyrim's landmass. If you, like I, have set your course for the remote island of Eyjar, then let me share with you what I know, so that your first steps on its shores might be short-footed. Perhaps you'll find what I have to say useful. A like, a comment, and a subscribe is all I ask in payment. And come the end of our time here together, I may have a quest of my own to set you on. The history of Eyjar stretches far into the mists of time. Several thousand years, in fact. There are relics of bygone ages still visible on the isle. The main settlement, a town called Belphapava, plays host to a statue of a goddess so ancient that none now remember her name. The Queen of Tides, I believe the locals call her. Alas, perhaps I'm imparting the incorrect information to you. You will want to know the opportunities that Eyjar may present you, or the dangers. No matter. Be you sellsword or dungeon delver, you'll find that island well worth your time. But where to begin proper? I would suppose you already know of the two great nations that inhabit the archipelago. The Orcish kingdom of She, and the human realm of Splendor. Each have great interest in the island of late, as new trading routes are opening up along its shoreline. I reckon within a few years we will see a boiling over of tensions, and yet another bloody war. Eyjar itself has changed hands numerous times between the orcs and humans. At present, it is as close to independent as it can be, with a human system of governance left over from the previous barons, now being held by the orcs. Those savages have no notion of a barony. That was put in place by Splendor many years prior. When the orcs took back the isle, they issued an ultimatum to the then baron. He may stay, on the condition that he divorce his human bride, abandon his rightful human children, and instead take an orcish wife and sire orcish heirs. The Baron betrayed his wife and his children and took the deal. One might have some sympathy for him, I suppose. After all, the island plays host to a melting pot of peoples. There are orcs, humans, goblins, and all manner of folk living together in a way that they rarely do elsewhere in the archipelago. Yet the echoes of the Baron's choice come down to us through several generations. When we each set our feet on Eyjar's shore, we shall have to either deal with or avoid the current conflict between the rightful human heirs to the Isle and the orcs that have since replaced the Baron's family anyway. One Lord Godsend is either making his way to Eyjar or has already landed. He's a great-grandson, or a great-great-grandson, I cannot be sure, of the Baron that abandoned his people. Godsend is a hard man. His father made an attempt on the barony but was killed before ever reaching the Isle. Godsend himself has been a mercenary lord, a warrior and a leader of men for many years. He has an army, he has a rightful claim, and war is coming to Eyjar. Chaos and death shall be rife on the Isle before long, and yet you and I, if my instincts are right, are the types to take advantage of such chaos. You could choose to sell your sword to one side or another in the war, or you could play both sides off of one another, sow more chaos, and reap more opportunity. I myself am inclined to support Lord Godsend. I pray that I need not cross swords with you should you feel differently. But for now we are friends, and the war is still brewing. For now. I, for one, would see Godsend in control, if only to calm the Isle down. You see, Godsend would need to focus heavily on seeing to securing his place on Eyjar over the coming years, which would mean any that would help him would have unfettered access to the many deep delves upon the Isle. Yes, my friend, Eyjar is ripe for plunder. If you, like I, fancy your nerves up to the task of delving the haunted and dangerous old tunnels beneath the ground. Eyjar, you see, for much of its history, was a prison isle. Deep warrens crisscross the subterranean realm there. Who knows what one might find glimmering down in the depths? Speaking of depths, there is one location in particular that might be of interest. The pit. A hole so deep that a sentence there may as well have been death. They would take the most heinous of the ancient criminals and toss them in, never to see the light of the sun again. Anything that could survive such a fall. Oh, but that's enough of that. I wouldn't want to tell you too much of those locations. As a treasure hunter yourself, you know the value of keeping your potential hauls close to your chest, eh? Now what else? Oh yes, there are a few groups upon the island that you should be aware of before you set forth. The Baron's men and Nardo's financial acquisitions. Don't let the former's name fool you. They are both mercantile in nature, possibly rather criminal, and neither have anything to do with the current Orcish Baron. Then there's the Port Authority, handling the coastal defence of the Isle. They're always looking for more hands, very much to put down the Baron's men in LeFay. There's the Fighters and the Bowman's Bastards, a merry band of merry men. I have heard they are adventurous, law-abiding for the most part, and aim to do good. If their reputation is anything to go by, I would recommend helping them in their endeavours wherever you can. And then there are the Knights Errant. They only allow orcs to join their ranks. I am no friend of the orcs, yet these interest me. They seek to emulate our human knighthood. Whether in mockery or in reverence, I cannot say. Ah, but I have rattled on for some time. I have a quest for you, friend, should you deem my meagre knowledge worthy. A like, a comment, and a subscribe goes quite far. Yet I'd ask this also. Share this video, either to one friend or to a community of many. Then, perhaps, you will join me here again on Wednesdays, 4 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, at the Lost Law Library, for rigorous study and good talk. Ah, look there, we're being turfed out. I do hope to see you again, my friend. Hopefully not on the other side of a battle. Did you enjoy this video? I certainly hope you did. You might expect some music here, but YouTube really doesn't like me using royalty-free stuff and keeps flagging it. So go ahead, drop me a like, drop me a subscribe, leave me a comment. Check out my friends the Brass Drake and Dean of Untold Destiny, the little spinning heads there, and click on the other video. Please do, it really helps out the channel a lot. Have a good one.